Tonight, authorities investigating the death of a beloved California store owner and mother of 9 who was shot and killed over what police say was a dispute over a pride flag.
Gunshot victim, medic ambulance 91.
66-year-old Laura Ann Carleton was fatally shot Friday evening at her clothing store near Lake Arrowhead. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department says the suspect made several disparaging remarks about a rainbow flag that stood outside the store before shooting Carleton. The male suspect, now identified as 27-year-old Travis Iguchi, authorities say he tore down the pride flag prior to the shooting and was later killed by authorities after shooting at deputies. A recent report by the Anti-Defamation League and GLAAD says it's seen a rise in rhetoric targeting the LGBTQ+ community, coinciding with more than 300 incidents of harassment and assault in a recent 10-month period.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall.
Yahweh is the Heavenly Father's true name, who the people of this world inwardly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is the only begotten Son, who the people of this world inwardly call Jesus. We are the brothers from the prophets in Babylon camp here in Tampa, Florida, giving double honors to the elder bishops and elder apostles of Great Millstone that teach, roll, and rule well. Blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, and to the man that's living within his truth. I'm going to say, Yahweh Shema Shabrak Thumb. All right, to the Akim and the Aquap that's tuning in. And Lord willing, you find this lesson edifying.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
Exactly. All right, and we speaking on something that just recently happened. Brothers put out the article talking about how this woman was taken out because she had a pride flag within her retail shop or whatever. Probably like a mom home, a mom and dad pop shop. That's what they call it, right?
Pop shop.
Yeah, mom, dad, pop shop. Basically, it was her own business, but within that, her establishment, she had one of those pride flags, man. And I guess she got into it with one of these jakes or with one of these men. And they were just, they had different viewpoints about it, and the nigga basically killed it, bro.
Yeah, it was a dispute because they said they was having disputes over the flag because it was multiple occasions he got into it with her over the flag, and she ended up putting it up again, and that's what led to this situation right here where he took this lady's life out.
Mm-hmm. And that flag stands for, abomination, man. It stands for those things which, the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, does not delight in. Pride, basically going into sodomy. How Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, promotes it. That's against the scriptures, and that's against righteousness, man. So that flag stands for wickedness. And it was the Lord's judgment, in which the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, sanctioned it for that woman to be taken out, and also that man to be taken out as well. All right, because the Lord took out 2 birds with 1 stone. All right, because the cops came behind dude after he executed that woman, and they executed him. All right, but the scriptures, you read that one more time, Proverbs.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
Exactly. That woman had pride. She had so much pride that she even had to, show it off with the flag. Put it in her establishment. And the scripture tells you, man, that the pride goeth before destruction. So if someone has pride, which pride is not made for mortal men. Mortal men shouldn't have pride. Scripture even tells you about that. Because, we can't control what goes on within our life. We can't control life or death. We can't control if we get sick or not. You can't control any of those things, man. So you got pride for what, man? Why? Because you could commit folly and vanity. Because that's all, what we bring on this earth, man. All our life is vanity, man. Ain't nothing to be proud about that. You fall short. You subjected unto sin and wickedness, but for you to be like, damn, I'm the shit, I'm this, I'm that, or however your pride, came from, which we know it came from that abominable sodomy shit, the Lord took her out for that. And that's really what's going to happen to a lot of these people, because Babylon, aka America, promotes that really heavy, man. They even got laws that protect that LGBTQA, the transformer community. They'll throw your ass in the slammer if you say anything, you speak up, act froggy against any of these people, man. So that was kind of, a righteous judgment, which Most High always puts out, and it was justified.
And I got a precept real quick. Go ahead, oh.
It's Romans 12:19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath.
See, so we're not supposed to try to avenge our own selves like this man did. He thought he did some justice, by shooting that woman because she was supporting that, pride agenda. But we're not here on this earth to avenge our own selves, man. We're here on this earth to work out our own salvation with fear and trembling, man. Okay? And that's the problem with Jake. Jake likes to try to just basically defend themselves. They want to try to be always right, and that's what that man thought he did. He probably heard the prophets talk about this or somebody talk about it. Well, he got fed up and he was tired of seeing, all this wickedness that's flourishing right now. But the Most High said it right now for the wickedness to flourish for a reason. Okay? Eventually he's going to take it out, but it's on his time, not our own time. This is why we have patience when we see these things. Go ahead.
For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord.
That's why the Most High took that man out too. The man killed the woman, and then he sent the sword to Esau, the cops, to take him out too, because he was like, hold on, man, you ain't getting that glory, to take out, what I set up. We're not here to be, a one-man army, man. That's what that man thought he was. That's the problem with a lot of carnal jakes out in the world, especially when all hell breaks loose. They're gonna be trying to be a one-man army, man, and think that pride that's within them as well, okay, which is blinding them, will be their success. And actually it's gonna lead you to death too. That's partaking with that pride as well, like the brother was bringing out with the sodomy. They have a whole organization that's built off of being proud. But that man was proud too when he thought, he was gonna just shoot her over a dispute about being prideful and supporting the alphabet community. So that's all I wanted to touch upon. That I'll go back to Proverbs. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 16, verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm gonna get this word haughty real quick. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Haughty definition. It says arrogantly superior or disdainful.
Whoa, it says superior. Who on this earth right now thinks they're a superior race? Esau, Edom, with the white supremacy. So that pertains to Esau, man, and his agenda, especially talking about Christianity in the modern day sense. They make you worship, that white image of himself, that he thinks he's God, he's the Messiah. So that's pertaining to him. His kingdom's gonna fall. But go ahead.
Yeah, it also says another one with those words. It says disdainful, and it says showing contempt or lack of respect. Esau don't show no respect to anybody, man, not even to his own people. And so this is the type of spirit that these civilians, citizens, American citizens, Babylonian citizens have, and they carry that shit everywhere they go. Slogan is America's known for their pride. That's why they're going to be taken out. And so these people, man, she had pride, he had pride. Both didn't have respect for neither one of each other, man. All right, so, yeah, they had those haughty looks, man. Yeah, bring that, get that other stuff. Yeah. No, you're going to run back.
I got you. Yeah. And an haughty spirit before a fall.
Haughty spirit before a fall. They both fell,
They both had haughty spirits.
Both of them, yeah.
And that's really them following the ways of the wicked, which is Esau, Edom, that's set up in rulership right now. So, if you follow his ways, it's going to lead you to death. And I got a precept. Go ahead, I'll bring that out.
Isaiah?
Yeah, come on.
It's Isaiah 3:9. The shoe of their countenance doeth witness against them.
Yeah, see, because with that alphabet community, if you're partaking with that, you're gonna basically show what you're a part of. You can't hide it. That's why we see people wearing, the opposite gender's attire and clothing in this day that we live in. So it's showing, witness against them. So you can't hide it no more, man. Jake's not hiding in the closet no more that partake in that agenda. And so on with the women and the males and the other heathens too. All the people's minds are polluted if you're not in this truth. And you're gonna end up partaking in their agenda and their wicked doings. Go ahead, the Edomites, wicked doings.
And they declared their sin at Sodom.
Their sin is at Sodom, so their transgression, our people, man, following after that. That woman, she died for, that agenda that is being pushed out.
And she said, like, she wasn't with it, but she basically supporting it. Mm-hmm. But she was doing it for a business, man. And look what that could lead to, man. Mm-hmm. Death, man.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
It says they hide it not.
They don't hide it. So now you see these people proudly boasting in their wickedness by marching and parading and having decorating, buildings that's dedicating their time, energy, and effort, their substance for that agenda, man. Go ahead.
Woe unto their soul.
Woe, which means destruction, it said unto their souls. Their soul, right?
Yeah.
And they got that haughty spirit. So, with that haughty spirit, it brings destruction. Go ahead.
For they have rewarded evil unto themselves.
That's your reward. Everybody's going to get a reward at the end of the day. So now you got to be thinking, what reward are you going to get? What reward are you going to receive? Destruction or mercy? Wrath or mercy, man. That's for our people. That's all on that.
This is Job 9:24.
No.
Oh, slide.
This is the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verse 24. But I say unto you that it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom in the day of judgment than for thee.
Yeah. Speaking about the land of Sodom, Sodom and Gomorrah, which was burnt up by, fire because of the sodomy. They even got it in the title, Sodom and Gomorrah. A lot of people was living perverse, ass backwards over there, man. And basically, indulging within their flesh. It's basically like, America is a 2.0 of Sodom and Gomorrah, but on steroids and acid and shrooms, on DMT, man. This place is, surpassed, the wickedness of that place. That's why I said it would be more tolerable, This place is going to be taken out with great destruction, man. By the way, those thermonuclear missiles, which also, is, that fire, but this fire is going to be greater than that fire that was beforehand,
And to back off this brother, I got the word tolerable in the blue letter. It's Strong's G414, and it says this bearable. Also, it says, let me get it. Hold on. Bearable,
bearable being something you can sustain. You can be able to, basically deal with it, man. And
And it says, endure, more endurable. So basically, you've seen how hard it is to endure in this society that we live in. That man had to unload the clip on that woman. So, it shows. And how much more in the future to come.
Shit.
This was just right now, it happened recently, correct?
It was like a week ago,
You can see the publishing on it too.
Bro.
So, these people are going to lose their mind seeing things like this. And if you don't have the spirit, you're not protected, man. That's why that man, he couldn't bear it, he couldn't endure it. He just unloaded the clip and then took off shooting at everybody and all that. And then guess what? They took him out too.
Yeah, and before that, man, they said, they was having disputes. It was multiple times he was getting into it with her. And then when you go on his Twitter page, everything he said was against the, LGBT plus, the ABC Mafia,
He
man.
was anti.
Yeah, basically, he was against that shit, man. But like the brother said, he couldn't hold it in, man. He just let off loose, man. He crashed out.
Went crazy, man.
How you think we feel?
Yeah.
The scripture says oppression makes the wise man mad. But we know how to, maneuver. Because these people don't got a rule over their spirit. They never even tried to, be able to, hold themselves back from the, those things that come to their mind. All right, so how much more when, this shit going on and you got these pro-right and pro-left people, saying like, we ain't getting down with this, man. You're gonna have wars, civil wars, clan wars, etc. Let's go creepy, it's my fault.
I got that for you. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 25 and verse 28. Make sure you get that published.
I got it right here.
It says, he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls.
Exactly. If you're not able to, control your own spirit, basically you could be swayed and, controlled, by others, by other things, by other spirits, which, by these people, by words, whatever it may be, man. You're basically like open up for the taking. You're like a damn lamb in the midst of lions, man. Ready to get thrown against
devoured.
The wall. Yeah, to get devoured, basically. You know what I'm saying? It's like you in the fucking sea, man. You just getting thrown around everywhere,
Tossed
every which
to
way,
and fro.
tossed to and fro. And a lot of these people, they're not in control, man. They don't know what's going on. That's why they just do things off impulse.
That's like an animal.
Yeah, like an animal. Yeah, exactly. Like an animal, man. They just go to that natural instinct of fucking being brute beast.
All they knew was to unload that clip on her, bro, because he didn't like what she was saying, man. That's what's going on in this world, man. Confrontation leads to strife, and then after that, people just go into whatever emotion, they basically feel pleasure in, and it can end up in death.
Yeah, that's why you be seeing motherfuckers take mugshots. They be smiling in their mugshots. Smile from one ear to the other after just killing a whole family. No remorse, no regret. All right.
He got it published.
But the publishing, this was August 20th, 2023. And today's date, August 24th. So it was August 24th,
4 days ago.
It was basically 4 days ago, man. So, yeah.
Actually, it's tonight right now, so it was actually 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Basically. It's just the new day just opened up. But yeah, so it shows you how quick that was, how much more in the times we're coming in. Things are gonna get amped up. But go ahead.
This is Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Yeah, because see, right now, no one's putting righteous judgment in this earth. Everybody can get away scot-free with their wickedness and also promoting it. The woman promoted the wickedness. She supported that wicked agenda, and you've seen what happened to her. But then the cops went after that man because the man, put her to death for what she believed in, which was that agenda. And the cops right now is used in American society to monitor the earth and the public people, all right, to enforce the laws and legislation. So if they're trying to punish the person that, was going against this wicked agenda, that means they're going against righteous people, man. At the end of the day, because you should be fed up with it. That's why we understand that there's a certain way to walk in this wicked society. You can't just try to, push forth a quick execution on someone that committed a sin or a transgression of the law, man, because this is not our kingdom, okay? So with patience and with faith and hope and belief, we can get through and overcome this man Esau Edom. He will put you, 6 feet under, all because you want to be righteous, man. Okay, he will persecute you. We're gonna get into that in the future, man. Persecution, because that's coming too. This is a foreshadow to Esau pushing that agenda, man. Think about it. They just said anti this, anti that. We're against these agendas that are being promoted, man. So this man is gonna allow, these people to basically enforce judgment on people, all right, that are basically promoting righteousness. Go ahead.
If not, where and who is he?
And who he could be. Who is he then? If that's not the man, this is a vivid illustration of what happened and occurred where the cops actually pursued a man, all right, that was going against the wickedness. And the cops have power right now on this society. So if it's not this man that's giving these orders to the cops and all these people, then who is it? Who's in power then? Okay, that's doing these things. Who's behind behind the curtains? Yeah. Who's the man pulling the strings? See, there's a lot of ignorant people, man. They like to say it's not the Edomites, it's not the Caucasians, it's not the so-called white man. Then who is he then? Y'all go do a video telling everybody who he is, man, because, we know you bullshit. Go ahead.
That's Proverbs 17 and 15. He that justifieth the wicked, and he that condemneth the just, even they both are abomination to the Lord Yahweh.
Yeah, they're both abominations. So the people that partake with the wicked agendas, they're abomination, man. As well as the ones that are abominable, man, already, thinking and conjuring up these wicked ideas and plots and plans, man. Esau, Edom. So all you that support, okay, this man's plans. That woman, she was an abominable thing. And that man, if he was in a righteous sense, well, he just couldn't control his spirit. He just had to go out with a bang, man. That's really what happened. And it's going to get amped up, man. It's going to get more intense. The intensity of these things. You're going to have to pick a side, man. And if you don't know how to rule your spirit when you're picking the righteous side, you might just go ballistic, man, like crazy, man, animalistic. Okay, go ahead.
This Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach. This is Sirach, also known as Ecclesiasticus 15 and 13. The Lord hateth all abomination, and they that fear the Most High loveth not.
So they were saying like hate crimes. What's wrong with hate? If you're saying that you support LGBT, all these words or whatever, that means you hate righteousness because you basically picked the side against righteousness. It's one or the other, man. You can't be on both sides. They try to say that they love all people and all that. Well, guess what? Nah, you don't. Because if you loved all people for humanity's sake, you would not be a TRANNY, man. That promotes death and it pollutes the minds of the youth. So basically, yeah, you're on the opposite side and you hate righteousness. That's why the cops pursued that man. They hated what he did. They was like, oh man, he's trying to, judge somebody that was, basically supporting wickedness. So they pursued him. Go ahead.
This is Ezekiel chapter 9, starting at verse 4. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry. And
a mark is the wall. Go ahead.
For all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah, the mark in this scripture is the wall in the Paleo Hebrew. That's how you say it. And they're going to be sighing and crying to men. They're not going to be shooting these people for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So when we say we hate these things, that's not us doing what that man did, man. We're going to go out and we're going to, basically tell the Most High to judge this place. Because vengeance is of the Lord, Yahweh, not of ourselves. Go ahead.
Verse 5, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Yeah, it's a spiritual battle, man. So, the Most High, if we go out there sigh and cry, for all the abomination that be done thereof, the Most High is going to do his work, man. He's going to start judging people, man, for their wicked doings and ways for being abominable. Even the ones that justify the wicked, man, and condemn the just. In the future that we're coming in, they're going to be condemning the righteous, man, the just. Okay? And even if they don't know, they speak evil of things that they don't understand, but they're going to perish in their own destruction, man. Okay? So these are death angels that the Most High is sending out when we go out and do this work. And that's why it's very important for men to go out and do the work. Okay? To be exempt from the judgment and also to see the judgment because it's going to be made manifest. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 6, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women. But come not near any men upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary.
Yeah, so the men that have the mark, the Most High says, don't come near those men, but slay everybody else. So if you're not with us, you're against us, man. And the Most High is going to put you to death. Go ahead.
Then they begin at the ancient man which were before the house.
Mm-hmm. That's all on that, but, it's showing that, take it seriously, man, because the Most High, will have his eyes set on you, man, to take you out if you're not with, righteousness. That's all on that.
You can grab Leviticus first.
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20 and verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them.
So this is a sin, you know, worthy of death, man. You know, this goes to show you the Most High is not with this shit, man. And we got Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man that's in rulership. And he pushes out this agenda, man. He pushes this shit out heavy, you know, to our people, man. You know, Jake is heavily indulged in this shit, man. When Most High comes, you're gonna burn up, man. You wanna continue to indulge in that shit, man. You grab the next one.
Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good.
Which
and
that,
good.
sorry. Which that word woe is going into destruction. Go ahead.
Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil. That put darkness for light and light for darkness. That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
And it says put good for evil, man. And what's the good referring to, man? This wisdom and, you know, understanding of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, man. And the evil is his agendas they push out, man. Because that evil is, this world is subjected to wickedness, man. So everything this damn devil pushes out, man, is everything that's contrary to the scriptures, man. You know, it says, woe to not call evil good, man. That's what it said? Yeah, woe to not call evil good. Salakia, bro. You know, you could go out to the public right now and you say something bad about this ABC Mafia, man. You go to the mall and say something bad about it, they might gonna have to chase you and try to kill you out there, man. You know, they back in fucking Michigan, I did a class on it. In Michigan, they got this new law, basically, if you even offend these people, bro, you could get 2 years of jail time, bro. You get a $10,000 fine, bro. So woe to not call evil good. They put this out like this is a good thing, man. You could chop your private parts off and get praised like you a fucking superhero, man.
And you'll get women.
Yeah.
Women flock to that, man.
And women support that shit heavy, man. You know, you cut your private parts off, you get praised like you Superman. You know, but you speak against this, which is righteousness, man. You looked as the fucking villain, man. They want you out of there, man. They want your head gone, man. You know? That's it on that. Y'all got anything else? So, you know, Yahweh, that's how we pray this lesson be edifying. You know, if this lesson be edifying unto you, it'll be edifying to the elect. And once again, we want to give all honor and glory unto Yahweh, and once again, we want to give double honors unto the apostles and bishops of Great Millstone who teach us truth and ruleth well. And with that, we're going to say, Shalom, DTA, Abba Soon.